Hi, I am Shashibhushan Das, a financer by profession and a street photographer by passion. Well, there are two things that I really admire. One is unpredictability, and the second one is failure. When I say unpredictability, when you go out, you are not aware what are going to be the conditions, what moment you are going to witness. It is very difficult to predict even the lighting condition and what are the subjects are going to come together. So it's very unpredictable. And doesn't that make it very challenging and interesting at the same time? Well, when I talk about failure, well, that really admirable. Why? Because when I go out and shoot, most of the time I fail. I love to fail, and because this failure is only the stepping stone to success. So when I call failure, well, most of the time, whenever I am shooting, you don't get things connected, you don't get the proper lighting condition, you don't get the exposure or the composition. But when I say failure, these failures only act as a stepping stone to success. So you get that one oh my god moment sometimes, and that is thrilling enough to go ahead and shoot again and again. Inspiration. When we talk about inspiration, particularly myself, I feel I'm inspired by a lot of photographers. Not necessarily they have to be very prominent photographers or, for that matter, a photographer with a lot of success. No, not necessarily. Yes, I'm also inspired by them. But at the same time, when I go to a photo walk along with my fellow photographers, then I draw inspiration from them also. So that is one part of the inspiration. But if you truly speak about inspiration, I am really excited and inspired by the process of making an image. When I go out, I feel the time and space belongs to me. Moment unfolding one after another, and probably they were waiting for me. So that makes me inspired enough to go out and shoot. Pandemic has affected lives of millions, and I think it has also affected me. But whether it has affected negatively or positively, that's a question. I have invested a lot of time during this lockdown and pandemic on myself. I invested my time in yoga, meditation, which helped in building myself as a more calmer person and more comfortable with whatever comes my way. And when I go out and shoot, that is helping me to have patience, to wait for the things to unfold. And that's really interesting. So if you ask me pandemic experience, I think it has helped me in a positive way. And mostly this is a matter which is very personal to me because I have spent a lot of time doing meditation, yoga, and of course I love to do exercise and all, which most of the time people ignore because if you are not fit enough, you cannot go out and shoot. If you fall ill, obviously you cannot go out and shoot. So it is important that you spend time on yourself also, like sharpening the saw. If you only sharpen the saw, you can cut the tree quickly. So that's how it has been. I'm having a lot of patience now when I go approach a situation or a moment and wait for things to happen. I can give a better smile now, like this, maybe. Well, talking about locations that I normally visit, well, it can be anything. I mean, any nearby location. But if you honestly ask me, my love affair with beaches are really great because I belong to a coastal district, and even during my young days, I used to go to the beach. Of course, there I didn't have a camera during those time, so I used to go there and sit there and really enjoy the space, the silence, the giggle of children, people from different cultures coming there and enjoying the moment. So I really love that. So now also that experience is helping me. I normally love to go to those places and shoot a lot. The amalgamation of cultures, different age group, everybody forgets the ori which they might have had. But when they come to a beach, they come alive. And I really enjoy to shoot that moment of aliveness. Well, if you talk about change in approach as a street photographer when I started and now, well, it happens in every art form. People ultimately evolve, their approach changes, their thought process changes, their way of thinking changes, and the way they shoot or they paint or they do anything that changes, that evolves with time. When I started as a photographer, well, it was some portraits and I did some wildlife stuff also. But then when I found out that it's so easy to pick a camera and just move to the street and become a photographer, street photographer. So it was very easy to approach. So I thought this is the best thing to do. I must go with the camera on the street and take street images. Well, having said that, it was not that easy to get a decent image. Uh, I must tell you that it was really a learning experience initial days. I was having a lot of thoughts behind my mind that whether this shot should be taken, this shot should not be taken. I used to come out of the house with a lot of excitement, but when I come back from the shoot, I find a lot of failed images. I mean, not a single image I would find which I could probably go out and post in FB or Instagram. And that's how the story started. But with that, I started focusing on those failed images. A hell lot of time I would sit down, invest in my time in those failed images. What I could have done better. Should I have shot from this angle or that angle? Should I have waited for some more time in that particular location? Well, this experience of identifying my mistakes and what I could have done better helped me afterwards. And I did this exercise so many times, over and over, again and again, months after month, that slowly it became a second nature of myself. It got ingrained in myself. And I started making the corrections and at the time when I am shooting, not behind when I am seeing the photograph in my laptop. So this helped me a lot with time over the years to make the necessary correction when I am shooting, not exactly by not exactly the way I want to do it. Always it doesn't happen my way. I still fail, and I love failing because that helps me to and directs me to get to the successful image. That's how it has been. And I normally found out with experience that people in India love to be shot. I mean, they love to be clicked, and they want somebody is there, so they feel that they are at the center stage. So they enjoy that moment. And we as photographers, most of the time, have the fear. And fear is there here. It's not actually present. It's not there in reality. So normally, as a photographer, if I see myself changing, well, this is how confident I am now to approach the situation, approach a moment. Then probably when I started off, I would probably take a lot of time to apprehend whether I should go and shoot, what the other person is going to think, what the person might come back and shout at me. That fear was always there in my mind. But now it is not there. And this is with my experience, I have also understood when to click the image. That is helping me a lot. As an amateur, you have no expectations from yourself. You are not living up to the expectation of anyone else. So you just go out, enjoy the process of making an image. That's the advantage of being an amateur. And I still approach street photography as an amateur only. And that's what I'm loving. So let me remain as an amateur. I love to be like that. Talking about effort in making an image, well, everything needs a certain amount of effort. But when it comes to street photography, I don't plan anything for particular image or even location also, if you talk about that. I, when sit in my car in the morning, I decide where to go. So you can't plan for the unplanned event. Street photography is always an unplanned event. But yes, you can be prepared for it. Now, preparation means when there is a situation where when you see something is cooking, you smell the food, you go there and start shooting. So I often approach photography in that way. I go there, and if I see something is happening, I anticipate, and then I start shooting. I don't wait for the right moment to click the button. I just start shooting, and in the flow it happens. And most of the time, when I have thought of something that I will get A, in the process I go and I get A plus 1. God is always kind, and fortune only comes to the prepared person. So to hit that right image or a decent image, you have to be prepared. Of course, you can't plan for it, but you have to anticipate that something is going to happen. That's how I make an image. And most of the time, there are two ways to make an image. One is the moment is unfolding in front of you, you are a witness to that, and you just go and take it from the right angle to the right composition. That is one way. I also get images through that approach. But the other way is there is no moment. You go and you create the moment. It's a very ordinary situation. You connect the dots, you connect you establish a connection between the images, and you create that. Situation is not there. It is cooked in your mind, and you put the effort to connect the dots and create an outstanding image. I love that kind of images where there is nothing there, but I thought of something and I go and shoot it and I get it exactly the way I want it. That's very thrilling. There is nothing called perfect. Perfection is an illusion. I believe in that way. It is wonderful to make an impact with the imperfections in the image. So if you can make an impact with the imperfect image, that's great, because nothing is going to be perfect anytime. Everything can be improved. The perfection can also be better. So calling it a perfect image is very difficult. So what I normally do, I go shoot for a couple of hours and then I come back and just leave the images to marinate. It remains there for a week or two, or maybe sometimes couple of months. Even some images I have gone back to after a year also. So what happens in the process, I forget my attachment to that image. And some moment of time when I'm in the office or I'm at the home doing something else, watching TV or doing something other than photography or scanning through those images, one of those images which I clicked a month back, a week back, or a year back, what happens? It just comes back to me. It comes before my eyes, and immediately. Then I start exploring what were those situations when I shot these images. So a desire comes out of me to go back to my laptop and check all those images and find out that moment which came across my eyes, even after a couple of months, even after a year, or even after few weeks. So I find out that image that may not be perfect, but that's how imperfections work for me actually. So when you say this is my perfect image, it's very difficult to grow beyond those images because you have already done your perfection. So what you can better? So it's better to continue with your imperfections and continue to make decent images, not the best image. I'm still waiting for that. I hope I'll get that. So next time we meet, I may be able to share my best images. What is my favorite technique? Well, for street photography, I go full manual. I want everything, at least the camera settings, to be completely under my control. Everything. So, manual is the best approach for street photography as far as I have learned for myself. An 18 prime, a small camera, it makes me completely insignificant on the road when I am shooting. So becoming insignificant and an ordinary person or looking like a tourist while you are shooting really helps a lot. That is on the camera part. If you talk about approach, I normally, when I see a scene, I go, start shooting, walk the image around, walk the scene around, and press the shutter when I think there is a connection between various elements in that particular scene. So, if anyone wants to approach street photography, my suggestion to them is exactly go out and shoot. Not necessarily everybody has to go manual or everybody has to work in a particular way. It is up to you. You have to go out, enjoy the experience, enjoy the learning process. It is difficult, but it will be always worth it. There are so many learning in street photography for your real life. Don't allow failure to overshadow you. You only fail when you accept failure. So keep failing till you succeed. That's the only mantra. The second one is the real charm in street photography is in the journey, not on destination. So it's better you enjoy that journey. Of course, you need to wait for your time. You are going to come back big time. You will be the showstopper someday, sometime. Trust me.